Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. Simon Cowell's heartwarming moment with family singing Celine Dion. A family from the Philippines had America's Got Talent judges literally crying after Simon Cowell put an unexpected stop to their act. Filipino singers L6, consisting of 5 siblings and a niece, told judges Cowell, Heidi Klum, Sofia Vergara, and Howie Mandel that they hoped to win the $1 million prize for a big house to better house their 10 siblings and one of their 4 children. Back in the Philippines, the household worked a small business selling gowns, but took on singing to honor their mother. This is our late mother's dream, and before she passed away, her dream for us was to perform on America's Got Talent, said a male family member. And this is it now. The music track for All By Myself came to life, and it started with a pitch-perfect harmony between brothers followed by one woman's impeccable solo. But just as things were reaching great heights, Cowell put the kibosh on the act, prompting the audience to break out in booing and the soloist to cry. There are a lot of singing groups, Cowell told the group. I'm gonna do something which I think is gonna help you. Lose the track because, in my opinion, the track was terrible, and there aren't many a cappella groups, and I think you've got the potential to be a great a cappella group. Cowell's predictions would be correct, and by the end of the goosebump-raising performance, L6 walked away with 4 sweeping yeses. All By Myself became an anthem of heartache and loneliness, beginning in 1975, when written by songwriter Eric Carmen. Carmen said he based the tune on Rachmaninoff's Second Piano Concerto before adding his own solo, as he explained in a 1991 interview published on the songwriter's website. He composed 4 bars at a time before completing the music 2 months later, adding in the chorus from a 1973 song, Let's Pretend, which he'd written for the Raspberries. There were 3 different titles before it was All By Myself, said Carmen. The soft rock ballad was the leading track on his debut, self-titled album before it landed on the Billboard charts the following year, peaking at No. 2 on the Hot 100 charts. It returned to the charts more than 20 years later when Celine Dion covered it on her 1996 album, Falling Into You, and peaked at No. 4 in Billboard's aforementioned category. It reached No. 1 on the U.S. adult contemporary lists and remains No. 9 on the Canadian superstar's biggest Hot 100 hits of all time. Dion sang it live at the 39th Annual Grammy Awards with music producer David Foster, where she won Best Pop Album and Album of the Year. In a 2019 episode of Bravo's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, Dion discussed her insecurity about hitting the song's high notes, which she and Foster had already agreed upon prior to recording. In the studio, however, Foster said he'd raised it a key and a half higher, and when Dion expressed uncertainty, Foster noted that other singers could do the job. Dion, the legend that she is, looked directly into WVHL cameras and said, "That's all I needed to hit the note." And it seemed Judge Cowell's advice was all L6 needed to get to the next round of AGT. Lyrics to All By Myself. When I was young, I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone, living alone. I think of all the friends I've known. When I dial the telephone, nobody's home. All by myself, don't want to be all by myself anymore. Hard to be sure. Sometimes I feel so insecure. And love's so distant and obscure. Remains the cure. All by myself, don't want to be all by myself anymore. All by myself, don't want to live all by myself anymore. When I was young, I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. All by myself, don't want to be all by myself anymore. All by myself, don't want to live, oh, don't want to live. By myself anymore. By myself anymore. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share.